guys, I have a book haul from the library. My Queens library location by me is finally open again. I thought it was still closed, so I'm happy to be back and being able to request books and pick them up. I have 4 books here. One that I've gotten pretty far with. You know, I've been in a major book slump for years, truly years. I think I only read like 5 or 6 books for last year, and right now we're on like book 3 or 4 out of the whole year, maybe even less. I'm not sure, but we're going to talk about the books that I picked up. But first, let me show you the 2 that I'm still waiting for. There's 3 actually. So the first one is a memoir. It's Strangers, a memoir of a marriage. I heard it's really sad and beautiful. And it's literally about a relationship crumbling. I don't know if they stay divorced or not, but I was intrigued. I'm number 243 out of a queue, so I'm not gonna get that anytime soon, but it's fine. Then I requested Paradise Bronx, The Life and Times of New York's Greatest Borough. I've spent a lot of my life in the Bronx, and I'm born and raised in Queens here in New York City. In recent years, I've gotten more interested in the Bronx's history, specifically the South Bronx, with the Cross Bronx Expressway, with Robert Moses, and urban planning, and some of the terrible decisions he made, and how that impacted the borough, the communities that were displaced, the marginalized communities that continue to suffer to this day. So I'm really intrigued to read about this book, to read a little bit more about the history of the Bronx. I saw it at my local Barnes & Nobles by my job, but I'm trying to save a little bit of money, so that's why I didn't pick it up. But if I do like it enough, I will purchase a copy of it, but probably just an ebook, to be honest with you, because I don't have space for it. And then The Poet Empress, which I don't remember anything about. It's gonna be in transit soon. I'm the only person in the queue, so that book will be coming soon. I don't exactly remember. Basically what I've been doing is just going on TikTok and looking at booktube or book talk reviews or like summaries and being like, yes, that sounds interesting, without knowing too much. Like, I think the less I know the better, because sometimes when I know too much about the premise or something, I end up being like, no, I'm not gonna like it, I'm not gonna like it, and I become a little bit too picky when it comes to getting a book and all that. And you'll see that reflected here with a lot of these books. I literally just was like, let me just get it, because I don't want to sit here trying to find the perfect book to get lost in, and then because of my book slump, I don't find it because I'm so picky that I'm constantly waiting for the right book. So the one that I've been reading, and I am like 100 pages in, is like a quick, fast thriller. It's The Last Time I Lied. This is a very popular author, and I had a feeling like the premise of this is pretty good. So there's a camp called Camp Nightingale, and our protagonist was there when she was really young. I think she was 13 years old. A group of girls, the girls specifically in her cabin, go missing, and then you fast forward to present day where she's a popular artist, and the owners of the camp invite her back because they're gonna reopen, and they're like, hey, we would love to have you here, like the symbolic thing. And she has a lot of trauma from that day. As a reader, you're kind of left in the dark because she clearly has a lot of guilt and feels that she is to blame for it, but you don't know if she physically harmed these girls or it's the people around. You know, there's a bunch of like red herrings. Who knows what's going on, but that's the premise. She goes back to the camp to see if she could find out any clues as to what happened 15 years prior, and then things get a little bit weird. So we'll see. So far, I'm liking it. I'm gonna keep going. I've been reading this mostly when I'm commuting, and that's been very helpful for my mental health. So I'm happy about that. Next one is another fun, silly, juicy thriller from what I've heard. It's called It's Not Her. Now this one, I don't really remember. I think Courtney is a protagonist, and her brother-in-law or her mother-in-law end up unalived. Let me see. Yeah, so Courtney is on a family vacation where she finds the lifeless bodies of her brother and her sister-in-law, and her teenage son is nowhere to be found while her nephew is unharmed upstairs, and then there's an investigation and stuff. So that sounds pretty good, and again, these are really short, so I should read like 300 pages. So I hopefully will fly by these, and that'll get me started into like kind of, you know, reading a little bit more, because the last 2 in this haul, there's an airplane flying by, I'm sorry. The last 2 in this haul are going to be a little bit tricky because we're dealing with high fantasy, which I've loved in the past, but sometimes that's hard to get into, and a romance fantasy. And I don't really like right now in my life, I don't want to be reading about romance. I don't want to be reading about unrealistic men that don't really exist. I heard good things. I really like the cover. I think it's really cute. And if it sucks me in enough, you know, we'll go for it. But let's talk about this one first. This one's incredibly famous. This is The Fool's Assassin. This is a part of a big trilogy by Robin Hobbs. I've read Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn trilogy, and I never finished the following trilogy for a number of reasons, but we're gonna try this one out, and if I like it enough, I will start buying them on my ebook, on my e-reader, because they get a little bit thicker, I believe, and sometimes it's just not that easy to be traveling with a book this big. At least it's from the library, so I don't have to worry about it being in pristine condition, because it's already kind of messed up. Yes, this is a fantasy novel novel where you're following a royal bastard, and I really don't know much else. I just know it's like huge world building, very, very famous. I am worried because these types of things can sometimes put me in a book slump if it's not clicking right away, but I just want to be patient, be consistent, and try my best to keep going and pick up that momentum, because once I get started, it's hard to stop. So I think we'll push through. Now for this one, the one I was telling you about, it's called This Kingdom Will Not Kill Me. Again, I've heard amazing things about it. The sprayed edges are cute. I think the protagonist is Maggie, and she wakes up in her favorite fairy tale or something. Let's see. I don't know. When Maggie wakes up cold, filthy, and naked in a gutter, she has one thing going for her. She knows exactly where she is. The back alleys. It's a city from her favorite book. Somehow Maggie has landed inside the fantasy series she spent years obsessively rereading. Her only tools for navigating this gritty world of rival warlocks, sorcery, and mayhem are her encyclopedic knowledge of the plot, the setting, and the characters' ambitions, and a mysterious ability to come back to life. So we'll see. She can't be killed. That's interesting, actually. I'm excited. You know, 3-4 books, and then the 2 that we're expecting. I don't know what else to say. Like, the last video I posted last week was about my art book. It was my art history book, my coloring book. Just trying to stay busy, trying to put my phone down a little bit, trying to take every day one day at a time. Especially with work. Like, I love work, but sometimes it is a little bit draining. I think it's the way my schedule is set up, so I'm trying to get that fixed as well. But yeah, I've been reading, guys, and that's more than I could say about the past couple of months. So I will keep you updated on how this all goes. I hate that I keep doing these really short videos because then I edit them and they're like under 5 minutes. So I apologize. But since you're here, because I don't think I've announced this yet, if you don't follow me already, I have a booktube Instagram, like Cosmic Bunny, I think 5 or 3. I don't remember because the one that I used for my username was not available on my Instagram, and 3 and 5 are one of my favorite numbers. Are both my favorite numbers, so that's why there's kind of a discrepancy there. But my Instagram is in the description box. I'll put it up here as well. You should definitely follow me there because I update on what I'm reading and stuff like that a little bit more, and I'm trying to be more active there too. But also because I announced there that I have a new filming schedule, so I will be putting up a video every single week. Yes, it is happening. It is gonna happen 100%. I'm doing it every, what is it? What did I just say? Jesus. This, I don't even know where this thing came from. It must have come from outside. Is the pointiest freaking piece of wood or twig or whatever. It stabbed me so... It stabbed me so hard. Oh my gosh. I just came from outside. It must have slipped. I'm assuming it slipped into my shoe. That's really weird. As I was saying, okay, I will be putting up a video every single week. I'm holding myself accountable. Every Wednesday, we're going to be doing a booktube video on this channel. In terms of short form content for books, I'm not trying to bite more than I can handle just because I'm not that good at it. Like, I'm a rambler, and sometimes, even though my videos here are kind of short, in a short form way, I do talk more. I don't know. I'm not there yet. I would love to do like a short or like a reel, whatever equivalent for short form content there is. But I don't know. That might be a little too much for me right now. But there will be a full length video on this channel every single Wednesday. That's going to be our new upload day. And on Buddy Janie, my main channel, it's going to be... I hate saying that because I don't prefer that one over here. It's simply that I haven't been reading that much, and that's why this has become sort of a secondary channel. But I love reading equally. I love this channel equally. In fact, I'll probably say I like the intro of this channel way more, and my graphics way more than the other channel anyway. But anyway... all this to say that I am going to be uploading every Wednesday, and I'm really excited. I think I need a little bit of structure in my life and hold myself accountable, because if I can get this together, sorry, my hair's going through it. If I can get this together and really not miss an upload until my birthday, I'm going to treat myself to a new filming camera, like a vlogging filming camera. Would I have preferred to have treated myself to that in the summer when I'm actually out and doing things? Yes, but nonetheless, it's fine. I don't want to get it too soon and then not use it to its full potential. Like, I want to hold myself accountable and not spend all this money if I'm not showing that I can handle the commitment of creating more videos and investing into my hobby. So, that being said, I think we can end it here now. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, I really, really appreciate it. And I'll see you next Wednesday with another video. Bye.